More answers presented by Mazda BT-50. More is more.
Another week in the NRL, plenty of big questions to be asked and answered. Sam Kekovich and Russ Barwick doing the right thing. Thanks to the Mazda BT-50, where more is more, like the sign says. My team is the West Tigers. What has gone wrong? At the weekend, they were pathetic. Literally pathetic.
Just got annihilated. Now,
at the bottom of the ladder, they've got injuries, I know, but
well, Benji Marshall out of the side, you know, he's
back on the weekend.
Oh, back on the weekend, but he's missed a lot of football. He is their driving force. And I don't know, the transition from Sheens hasn't quite worked.
Potter, no, I don't think it's worked as well. And a lot of the time, the old adage is if your front office is no good, then no matter what's happening, the players do not respond.
There is a distinct correlation.
It's obvious that has happened there. They missed out on Tim Sheens. He was football director. He basically has left the club, obviously. Mick Potter's in charge, but he's got players that don't want to play for him.
Well, it appears that way. Don't say that yet. It's probably premature, but looking at the results, you'd have to say there's something drastically awry at the club at the moment.
Anyway, we'll wait and see, and hopefully, fingers crossed, my boys can turn it around. Canberra upset the Melbourne Storm, your team. Was this a loss that the Storm had to have?
Look, you could put it in that category because complacency has set in. Normally, you just turn up. A lot of them have been critical of their performance.
Canberra's got a good record.
Canberra's got a very good record over the last 7 occasions. You're
but
dead right.
The other thing is that in the next 6 or 7 weeks, maybe more, we're going through to Origin, you expect that Melbourne will probably win 50% of their games now because Craig Bellamy's got to manage the team.
Well, that's all about management. Even Ryan Hoffman was very vocal about the side's complacency. And they said even prior to running out that it just didn't feel quite right. Well, their level of intensity wasn't quite up to the normal level.
The music in the change room wasn't the right stuff.
No.
If I asked you at the start of the year who would be the better buy for the Roosters, Sonny Bill Williams or James Maloney, I reckon you and I and most people would have said Sonny Bill Williams.
Yes.
But James Maloney is turning out to be the buy of the season.
Well, James Maloney's a very good buy because I'll tell you what, not only does he complement Pearce, 6 and 7, but he plays more like a 7 than a 6.
But he also kicks goals.
Because he also carries, I'll tell you what, he overcomes a lot. Look, Pearce is wonderful.
Tough. Oh, yeah, but he's taking the pressure off Pearce.
He takes the pressure off Pearce. Pearce can be very erratic at times and go missing. He always fills the void handsomely and plays very tough and hard.
Would you play them as the Origin?
Oh, you've got to play them.
Well, you've got
the synergy's so good,
I agree.
Russ.
I totally agree.
So good.
Certainly, for mine, he's one of the buys of the season. Some of the big questions being asked and answered thanks to the Mazda BT-50. If you want your questions on the show, then simply go to our Facebook page and log on, and we'll see you next week.